With 140 games updated as verified or playable over the last week, we thought we'd dive into our top 10 once again. Game links in the comments and description below. Starting off with number 10, The Disappearing of Gensokyo, where they've reimagined Touhou as an action RPG, creating this Danmaku shooting ARPG with a very positive rating overall on the reviews, with around 3,000 of them and a main story of between 7 and 27 hours. At number 9, King's Bounty 2, playable on the Steam Deck and one of the more iconic representations of a turn-based RPG. Mixed reviews on this one with over 3,500 reviews and a main story of between 28 and 52 hours. At number 8, Tropico 5, playable on the Steam Deck, not my favourite of the building series, but over 9,000 mostly positive reviews overall, with a main story of around 21 to 92 hours. At number 7, Phantom Brigade, playable on the Steam Deck, where you can see the future, predict enemy actions and plot your counter-attack on the timeline. Outnumbered and outgunned, lead the Brigade's campaign to retake their war-torn homeland. Very positive reviews on this one, with just under 2,000 of them and only out around a month, and with a main plus side storyline of potentially 90 hours, it's not surprising that there's not a huge amount of stats on this one yet. At number 6, Deceive Inc, playable on the Steam Deck. Go undercover as the world's greatest spies in a tense multiplayer game of subterfuge. This is all online and only been out since the 21st of March and has around 2,000 players active daily. At number 5 this week, Legend of Keeper's Career of a Dungeon Master, playable on Steam Deck. Very positive reviews overall, with 3,300 of them in total, with a perfect mix of dungeon defender and roguelite. You've been hired as a dungeon manager by the Dungeons Company. Your job is simple: protect the dungeons. Main story of between 19 and 65 hours on this one. At number 4, Live Alive, verified on Steam Deck way ahead of its release on the 27th of April. There is a demo available now, which is what you're seeing on the screen, which plays at a perfect 60 frames per second on Steam Deck. Main story of this one is going to be coming out at around 22 to 30 hours. So you can experience the legendary RPG brought to life in the same HD 2D visual style as Octopath Traveler. At number 3, Meet Your Maker, verified on Steam Deck and getting a lot of attention, and rightly so. Already over 1,000 reviews and very positive overall since its release on the 4th of April. Meet Your Maker is a post-apocalyptic first-person building and raiding game where every level is designed by players. Around 3,000 active players a day on this one, and I can see this becoming extremely popular. At number 2, one of the older titles, but MORDHAU is playable on Steam Deck. Since its release in 2019, it's had over 86,000 reviews, giving a very positive review overall. Online only, again, for this medieval slasher, where you create your mercenary and fight in brutal battles, and still has an active player base of around 2,200 players a day. Our number 1 this week, though, has to be Halo the Master Chief's Collection. Finally playable on the Steam Deck with multiplayer as well, as you can see here. Single player campaign of between 43 and 243 hours, depending on how many of the games you want to do and get your completionists on. But obviously with the online gameplay, you could be playing this for many, many more. Since its release in 2019, it's holding a very positive overall with over 184,000 reviews. Let us know if you're going to be dialing into Halo MCC, as I know a lot of you have been waiting for this one with the anti-cheat fix. You can check out our dedicated gameplay and coverage of this one on the channel as well.